Kia ora team, Noel Willoff here, host of the Beyond the Surface podcast. Thanks so much for tuning into this episode. Really appreciate it. The biggest thing that you guys could do if you are enjoying our content and you'd like to support the show is to check out our sponsor for the podcast, which is Moana Road. Moana Road are a local business. They hail from Aotearoa, just like our podcast. They're the original wooden arm sunnies company, and they've got a whole range of epic products on their website. So make sure you check them out at moanaroad.co.nz and tell them the podcast sent you. Kia ora, bro. Nikau, welcome to the potty.
Thank you, my bro. Lovely to be on the potty.
Thanks for coming on. And went to your gig at the RSC last night as well. So it was awesome to catch you in action before jumping on and having a bit of a yarn. How do you find the gig went?
Oh, yeah, bro. It was pretty cruisy. Yeah. I love playing at Raumati South, Yeah, it's definitely always the right crowd, and yeah, it's nice, man, just because I live in Paraparaumu Beach now, so I just drove 5 minutes down the road, got a fried chicken burger from the spot. I love that, bro. I love how a good venue will pay the musician and also feed them.
Oh, so they hooked you up with a fried chicken burger?
Yeah, bro.
Man, that's what you need, eh?
Yeah.
That's it.
It was, bro. But yeah, shout out to the venues who still do that, eh?
Yeah, for sure. Not all venues serve up kai and koha, so more need to.
Yeah, bro. Bring it back.
Yeah, bro. I've been wanting to get you on the show for a while now, and obviously we've got some good mutual connects through the bro Will McLean, Jace on the bass, some of the OGs, and with your recent album Driftwood, man, it's been it's kind of just sent like shockwaves through NZ, and it's had this effect on a lot of young people like our age. We're like, you know, back in the we probably weren't old enough to really appreciate. Well, I think we could, but the albums like Based on the True Story, Fat Freddy's Drop, House of Shem, Catch a Fire, some of those OGs that our parents played. And I think your latest release, bro, Driftwood, has got that effect that in 20 years or so, I think we'll hold Driftwood to the same regard as a Based on the True Story by Fat Freddy's Drop. You know what I mean? It's got that sound to it. Ooh. So yeah, man, real excited just to have you on to talk a little bit about music and your journey into music, but also just to learn a little bit more about casual healing, about Nikau, and who you are as an individual. So yeah, bro, keen to I guess where I'd like to start is if we flash back to your early childhood, I'd keen just to get an understanding on your upbringing. I know you were sort of born and raised, not born and raised, but raised in the Raumati South. So yeah, who was Nikau as a young fella?
Oh, bro. Man, I was pretty mischief. I got up to like a bit of trouble, which was not like the general theme of my childhood, but because I lived a pretty privileged childhood, actually. Not like financially privileged, but had really lovely parents, man. And I think for any human being, having parents that love you is like the only thing you can really ask for as a child, eh?
100%.
And it doesn't have to be your parents, could be your grandparents or whoever raises you, man. But yeah, bro, I was really privileged in that regard, that my parents were with it and that they were keen to give me and my brother a mean life. And so shout out to my parents and shout out to all the parents out there, man. Like just trying to be better people for their children, man. It's a bit of a journey, eh, my dad?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, man. And I think it's great to also just like share the space with another young father as well, because there's not many of us really. Well, there is, but it's hard to sort of come across many other sort of young dads. And I think when you become a father or a parent, you get that sense of appreciation for what your parents went through, and you can kind of reflect on some of those memories with the lens of probably what they were going through at the time.
Yes, bro.
So I know that your parents split up when you were 5.
Yeah.
Mine split up when I was about 3. What sort of impact did that have on you at the time, man?
I don't know about you, bro, but it kind of like gave me, I guess it gave me like permission to like misbehave.
True.
Yeah,
right.
or justification,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
like I don't know. That was just my tendency, man. Like I wish I could be like better for my parents and more well behaved, but I think they were really immersed in their troubles, and so as the child, like you kind of just want everything to be squeaky clean, you know. You want your parents to have their stuff together so that they can just give you love, you know. But because my parents were going through their heartbreak and their turmoil and, you know, their crises, when they broke up and moved from Christchurch to Paraparaumu, I think I was just like, I was just playing up because I always wanted some attention, you know. And I think this was the main, my main reaction to the split, when they split. Because, I was like... Yeah, like this one time I like had a tennis racket, got a tennis racket for my birthday for some reason. I must have been into tennis. And it was just another normal day at mum's house, and I was on the front lawn, and I was just like biffing stones with the tennis racket, like little pebbles, like bing.
Yeah, they fly as well when you do that.
They fly, bro. They fly, and it's just like bing. And yeah, bro, my thought pattern, I wish I could go back and have a look at my thought pattern and be like, what is the bro thinking? But I started just biffing the rocks at the neighbor's house.
Oh, true.
And smashed one of their windows. And no one noticed. So started biffing a few more and broke another window, bro. And I ended up breaking like 5 or 6 of their windows, bro.
Hey.
Yeah, in the neighbor's house, bro.
Was no one home, or?
I thought not, but there was actually an exchange student home. And she was frightened to death, bro. And she called the cops, man. And the cops came to my mum's house and was like, hey, has anyone in this house been smashing the neighbor's windows? And my mum's like, no way, man. Nah, my kids don't do that, you know. Somehow the truth was revealed, bro, and I was just put on the spot, and I was like, yep, that was me. And my mum was crying, and we had to go next door and, you know, have a...
Do the apology.
Yeah, do the kōrero, bro, have the word. So, yeah, man, like, that kind of stuff, bro. Yeah, it just... I don't think it was coming from like ill intent.
Yep.
But definitely, because like I said, I had heaps of love given to me, so I knew what was right and wrong.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like stirring the pot for a bit of attention, eh?
Yeah. Totally. And it's interesting you mentioned that. It almost like gave you permission to probably, I think above all when you're at that age, it's all about attention, eh? It's like, hey, I still exist. Hey, I'm still here. Don't forget about me. And I feel like I sort of grappled a bit with that when my parents separated too. Were there any other like mischievous things you got up to when you said you were like the best sort of growing up?
Oh man, one time my stepdad got us this BB gun, and the rule was like, you just don't take it anywhere. It's like it's number 1 rule.
Yeah.
It's like, it looks like a gun.
Yeah.
Just like a black pistol.
Yeah. Great. How old were you?
Maybe like 9 or 10.
True. great toy for a 9-year-old.
Yeah, I thought so,
Have a
bro.
gun.
Yeah, like my stepdad got some insurance money from when his house burned down, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, he just bought like leather couch and new TV and a BB gun and a crossbow as well. Actually, we were having some turns on the crossbow too.
That's mean.
That was mean. It's 9 years old. And yeah, bro, just broke the golden rule, man. Took it down to the park, and there was these 3 boys, and there was just like, for some reason, there was friction. And me and my stepsister, we were just like, bro, we got a gun. And then they were like, bro, whatever, that's a toy. And then I was like, no, watch this, I'll load it and I'll shoot you. And yeah, bro, that's what I did. I started shooting at them with this BB gun. And yeah, they scattered. And yeah, bro, it was a bit buzzy. I was like, felt like this little ghetto kid.
Yeah.
You know, with the gun, you know.
Yeah.
And they ran home, told their dad, and as I was biking home, like their dad seen us and like chased us down. This big Samoan fella, I think. And yeah, it was scary as it was good. I love justice, you know.
Yeah.
You know, especially when you're the one getting served
Yeah.
the justice, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's good, it's healthy, keeps you accountable.
Hard out. Wow, yeah, that's such an interesting present day to give like a 9-year-old. My daughter's 9. I could not imagine like handing her a BB gun, but mate, teaches you lessons.
Yeah,
It's a good one.
yeah,
And so you went to boarding school as well up in Fielding.
yeah, bro.
Was that in a way your parents being like, okay, you're being a little shit, time to send you off to boarding school, or what was the sort of thought process with sending you over there?
Yeah, man, I reckon definitely a bit of that, eh? Probably.
Yeah.
But also, I was really keen, bro. Like personally, I wanted to go there because all of my bros were going to KC.
Yep.
And I just wanted to do something different. And I don't know, just had this feeling like KC or PC would be like not really good for me. Just like keep getting into trouble, you know. So yeah, bro, they shipped me off to Fielding, bro. And yeah, got deported to Fielding. And it was mean. It was beautiful, bro. It's called Aotearoa.
Yeah.
It's like a Catholic boarding school. And yeah, they still hold a lot of old customs and routines, and yeah, it's pretty regiment, and you got to have your hair cut, you know, clean G.I. Joe styles.
True.
Yeah, pull your socks up, wake up at 6:30 and clean the dorm, and yeah, bro, go to marching and then go to chapel and breakfast and
Marching.
yeah, bro, every morning and afternoon.
Wow.
Yeah, it's called ranks.
Sure you weren't at like a military base camp or something?
Yeah, bro, that's how it felt, man.
Far out.
That's how it felt, bro. Yeah, but it was really good.
Yeah.
You know, like struggle makes us stronger. And yeah, I think if I had an easy, cruisy high school experience, probably be a bit different, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that discipline, eh? Like having that sort of discipline in your life at that time is probably a really good thing for you.
Yeah, bro.
There must have been some pretty, I'm assuming, some pretty like strict teachers or really intense, scary teachers. When I think of like a Catholic boarding school, I think of like, you know, the nuns who like back in the day would
Bam.
slap your wrists and stuff and your knuckles with like a wooden ruler. Was any of that going on?
Yeah. Oh, bro. It was man. It was pretty progressive, bro. Yeah. Like definitely, they're with the times, bro. Like I had a particularly coarse relationship with the principal. Like, I think because I had that background of pushing the boundaries, I really resisted against the principal, the headmaster there. She was like really awesome. Really, she brought the school back. It was like hit rock bottom before I went there. Some real nasty stuff was going on in the school, and it was like gonna close down. So she kind of became headmaster and like built up their reputation again. But I just really struggled with like, just some of the discipline that she was demanding of the boys and of me. And yeah, bro, I wish like I could go back and just like not bite the bullet, but just have a bit more respect, bro. Yeah, I lacked a bit of respect. And it came to a point at the end of year 12 for me where I was so finished, I was so done with the school, mainly for a few reasons. Like they had no music, they had no art, and I was like certain that was what I was wanting to do.
Yep.
So I rebelled. I wrote this poem. It was like a 32-line poem about like it was like a hot-headed 17-year-old boy's idea on the schooling system.
Man.
And it was a rap, and it rhymed. And it was like, 17 years young, yet my withered paws crack. Let it be the wind on my back, not a backpack. A natural-born scholar, a life not for me, but a high school dropout, a possibility.
Ooh.
Oh.
I love how you still remember it.
Yeah. I just remember the first few bars. But it went deep. It went on for about a minute, and I said it at chapel one morning in front of everyone. I was supposed to say a prayer.
Wow.
Yeah, but I just like whipped out this poem, and I had the stage, bro. The headmaster, like I did her dirty, bro. Was supposed to say my prayer, and I just got up and.
Wow, so that's in front of everybody.
Yeah, bro. Headmaster, director of living, teachers, all the boys. I was supposed to say a prayer, and I said my poem, bro. And it was like some like Hollywood mic drop moment, bro. And I sat down, and then the headmaster stood straight up, broke the routine, and was like, she's like, you did it this time, and started like talking to me in Te Reo Māori, just like expressing her disappointment and stuff. And then she cut chapel early, and then I thought I got away with it, and I was in first period English, and then Inzicom was like, Nikau Huki comes to the school office, please. And I was like,
oh shit.
Oh, this is me, boys. And I just like had a glance back at my boys. I was like, farewell. Went to the school office, and then bro, she was just like, bro, you gotta go now. You obviously don't want to be here, and you're kicking up such a fuss. Your nan's on the way to come get you. And that was it, bro. It was just off.
Really?
Yeah.
They basically wiped their hands clean from you.
Yeah. They didn't expel me, but they just asked me to leave.
It was like a mutual ending of the relationship.
It was.
Wow.
She was like, you obviously don't want to be here. And I was like, yeah.
Isn't that crazy though? Like if you think of like an adult, a school principal, and you've got a student who's showing sort of disinterest in the school curriculum.
Yeah.
And he's, and your answer to that is, see you later.
Yeah.
Good luck with your future.
Yeah.
Not like, okay, cool, let's help you find something you're passionate about.
Yeah.
That's and I've got a quote that you said, I think in year 11, bro.
Oh, eh?
And I think this was after you won a songwriting competition in year 11.
Yeah.
Now or Never, I think was the name of the track.
Yeah, bro.
And I just want to read you this quote. And then just get you to reflect on it as well. You said, I love music, and it's a career that I would love to pursue. I dropped math and science this year, and in the eyes of some, that may seem pretty radical, but music is what I really want to do.
Oh, what? Where'd you find that, bro?
Got my sources. So yeah, what's when you think back on that year 11 Nikau saying that, knowing that this approach to music is, in your eyes, a bit more sort of radical than going the usual path that everyone else is going. What's just your general reflections from that, bro?
Wow, bro, your research is buzzing me out, bro. That's so funny, bro. Oh, bro, something that comes straight into my mind, bro, is like I started. I won that songwriting competition, and it, like gave me all this this freaking purpose, and I was like, yeah, bro, I love music. Like, my dad's a music, you know. I know what I'm doing.
Yep.
You know, just like a 3-year-old knows they want to be a policeman when they're older. I was 15. I knew I was going to be a musician. I told my mum I'm either going to be a musician or a priest. I don't know why. I guess like something about helping people.
Right.
But this one teacher, Fai Su, bless you, Fai Su. Me and Fai Su are good friends. She said, don't put all your eggs in one basket. And I was like, if you're good at something, why the heck would you not put all your eggs in that basket?
Yeah.
Why wouldn't you give it your all? Because as soon as you have a plan B and a plan C, you don't give plan A your all. Because you know you got a safety net, you know? You almost set yourself up to fail plan A when you make a plan B. You got to have no plan B. It's got to be plan A, but you can't be attached to plan A working out because some things are out of our control. So you give plan A your whole attention, boom. It pans out, it doesn't, it half does, it half doesn't. All good, bro. But I think that's what I think that's what's wrong with the schooling system, man. Is like they make us a little bit good at science, a little bit good at maths, a little bit good at English, a little bit good at geography, a little bit good at history, a little bit good at chemistry. But we all have innate gifts and talents and skills given to us by our ancestors, through our DNA and through our environment. We're all supposed to be really good at a few things. But society is trying to make this army of generalists who are kind of good at everything. Whereas in the wānangas now, in the Māori culture and a lot of indigenous cultures, I think that they would look for the talents in the children from a young age, and then they'd nurture that. They'd be like, oh, yeah, he's good with his hands. He'll be a good carver, you know. You know, or she's got an interest with plants. She'll be a mean weaver or herbalist, you know. And they kind of just decide for that child, this is what you're doing.
Yeah.
And the child's like keen.
Yeah.
Because it's not like ego stuff. It's not like, no, but I want to be... singer, or I want to be a ballerina. Yeah, I don't know, man. I feel like I'm on a journey right now of trying to figure out. I think I've been in it for the wrong reasons for a minute, bro.
What do you mean by that?
Well, I've been pursuing music for many years now. But what am I pursuing, bro? Why am I pursuing it? I've been asking myself this. And I justify my mission by saying, you know, a lot of people like my music. A lot of people come and see it and feel uplifted. They feel positive changes in their lives, or just makes them feel something. And that's beautiful, and that should be why I'm in it. But in all honesty, bro, a lot of the time I just have been doing it for selfish reasons, man. And I'm just coming to terms with this and like realizing it. Yeah, bro. Just had a few homies hit me up recently, and I've been troubled in my mind.
Yeah.
I've been in it for vanity, bro. Didn't realize it, but I'm realizing it. Yeah.
When you say you've been in it for selfish reasons, what do you consider selfish about your draw towards the creation of music and the pathway that you're on? How have you defined that to yourself?
Well, what I do is a really complicated occupation. Because it's not just like a career path that you can just chip away at every day.
Yeah.
And in my experience, it involves like a lot of but I spend a lot of time in my head and in my emotions just trying to figure out like how to be me and deal with the situations that I've put myself in. Like when I get on stage, which is what I've always wanted. I've always wanted to sing in front of people.
Yeah.
Now that I'm doing it and people are listening and really loving it and loving me, I'm kind of struggling at times of like how to deal with that. Especially with the ego, you know, like figuring out how to navigate the ego.
For sure.
You're like, it's real trippy. I'm not even like famous or anything, but I've just been doing it for so long and my experience, you know, and man, like after a show, people come up to me and they tell me how they feel, and it's like my responsibility to listen, you know, and respect them and not let it get to my head at the same time.
Yeah.
So bro, it's a bit of a journey, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's been buzzing me out recently.
I think it's good that you're aware of how you're feeling at the moment, because you're at this like part of the bell curve where you're on the path to become like, you know, 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 to 10 times bigger than the casual healing that's sitting with me today in terms of the reach and influence that you have in New Zealand. And the fact that you're thinking about this now before you're, you know, at the top of that bell curve, I think is actually a really healthy and positive thing. So it's great you can actually be retrospective about that at this current point in time. And I think, when it comes to your music, it's like you've got to, whatever craft you're doing, you've got to do it for your intrinsic reasons. You know, you yourself have to find purpose or passion out of what you're doing. Because if you don't have that, if you're only putting music out in the world to benefit others, that's not filling up your cup. That's filling up someone else's. So when you think about your pathway and your music, bro, why do you still do music? Why is this the path for you? What keeps you doing this?
Yeah. Well, I think that God has smiled upon me when He made me, when she made me, when God made me, you know. Still trying to figure out who God is. I think that's a never-ending path, but I definitely think like the Creator's hand brushed my cheek as I was coming through and gave me a talent. Because when I play music, it just feels super mystical. I can't explain why feels so good, but it just feels like I'm at home when I'm singing.
Yeah. You look comfortable.
Yeah.
You look really, like seeing you perform last night, and every time I've seen you, either at Half Cast or Casual Healing, Sam Fran, you just look like you're you on the stage, you know what I mean? Like you're not trying to be anyone else.
Yeah.
You are you. That really stood out to me last night, eh?
Oh, beautiful, man. That's awesome. Yeah, must be working. Like, I'm doing all this internal work because, bro, like, it hasn't always been that way, you know. Like sometimes it's really hard to be genuine on stage.
Yeah, for sure.
Especially if your mind's not clear, you know, and you got a lot of thoughts floating around in your mind, man. But bro, why I think I'm doing this, man, is because I'm good at it. It brings me a lot of joy, and I also just love bringing people together. And I'm trying to make that not about me anymore, you know. Like I'm the one bringing everyone together.
Yeah, right.
And that's like we're all just coming together.
Yeah.
I'm singing a few songs. I want others to sing songs, you know. Like that's something I'm realizing, bro. Is like the journey of like anyone in the focal point, like the front man, the front woman, the president, you know, like the face of a great team, which is all I am, bro. It's just the face of a great team. I think they get too much recognition, man. I think like as a society, we love a hero. We love to glorify someone, you know. We want I want to see an S on your chest, bro. You know, shit, you're the man.
He's him.
Yeah, he's him, bro. You know, it's that guy, bro. I just think that's not healthy, man. Like, cause it's not that guy. It's that guy's girlfriend who freaking picks him up when he's down and cooks him all his kai. You know, like, you know, that's a stereotype. Not only girls who do the cooking these days, bro. Don't edit that up, man. Keep it in, bro.
Bro, I'm in the kitchen all the time, mate.
Yes, Yes, yeah, bro. Yeah.
It's a really good point. And I think on that, I'm keen to understand, like, how has this pathway to being a full-time professional musician been? Because I know it can't be easy, especially as a young dad, bro. Like, you know, you've got your own family, you got your own whānau, two beautiful kids, and you mentioned sort of putting all your eggs in one basket. And I think there comes a point when you put all your eggs in one basket where you got to define to yourself, have I achieved what I want to achieve?
Yeah.
Or do I need to pivot to a new basket?
Yeah.
So, yeah, can you just speak really like openly and honestly about just how, what is that pathway like for people who aren't in the music sector, in the music world? What is it like for a musician to try and make it their craft and make that their bread in 2024? What does that look like?
Man, it's not glamorous, bro. It's not glamorous.
Because that's what we see, right? We see
the glamour.
We see the glamour. We see the selling out at San Fran. We see the album and the streams and the analytics.
Bro, and the photo shoot.
Yeah, the photo shoots, the music videos. But what is it all like behind the scenes?
Oh, bro, it's snotty.
Snotty.
It's snotty ass, bro. Just always a snotty kid, snotty parent. Oh, bro, it's grumpy.
Yeah.
You know? So many unnecessary arguments at home because they're stressed, because we're broke, you know, because I could go work 5 days a week in town and fucking have a mean paycheck and there'd be less financial friction, you know. That's one facet, you know, like choosing the path of an artist. You got to get creative, bro, if you want to make some money. We had kids, and that would just put the fire under my ass, bro. Yeah. Like, it was like, bro, okay, no more jamming around, you know? Like, you know, it's time to, like, get creative. And, that one's tricky, bro, because there's a grieving process that comes with having to turn your passion into your career. And it's hard to navigate to... like the two things that's hard to exist at the same time is maintaining or preserving your passion for your ting, and then profitizing it or exploiting it. Yeah. Like, which is a word that we shouldn't be dodging, because it's exploiting your talents. And yeah, bro. So it's been the biggest mission is just trying to remember why I do it, like, and just try and preserve the mana and the integrity of my songs, my music, my singing, my gift, my band, my love. Trying to keep that authentic, because as soon as you add $1 into the whole exchange, it becomes a Babylon exchange, or like it becomes like a career endeavor. And to be honest, I wish I could just like be a builder and then like do my music for fun and not have to make money from it. But I've committed. That's my plan A, bro, and it's starting to fruit. Yeah, those seeds that I've been sowing for many years, me and my team, the trees have grown and there's some fruit coming, bro. And starting to get a healthy amount of money from the shows that I'm doing, and I'm happy to receive it, like grateful to be at this point where I can come home from from a 7-day tour, and I can say, Milo, we made $15,000, a lot of that goes to many different places, but just like to be able to come home and just feel like a provider, bro.
Yeah, and provide. Yeah. Throughout that journey, and congratulations as well, man. Like, it's so cool to see your journey and where you're at the moment. It's a cool point in time, I think. And it's definitely a result of a lot of your hard work and sacrifice, as well as all of those around you. So yeah, bro, deserve all the good things that are coming for sure. But throughout that journey, can you speak us through like some of those toughest times? Have there been times where you've thought about throwing in the towel? Take us through some of those moments.
Yeah, man. Like, for anyone who's, ever wonders, because a lot of the time you do just see the glamour, especially with social media.
100%.
Like, you think someone's got it all sorted. It's probably those people who have the most trouble. Like I was saying to you before, bro, like, I've been deeply troubled. And y'all don't see that, The fans don't see that. They see this dude in a yellow suit jumping up and down on the stage, having the time of his life, And so that's their view, That's what they see. But if you're, that little dude on the couch back there, or his little sister or his mum, that, man, I'm on a really powerful journey of reclaiming my peace, bro. I got some anger. We all have different emotions that like we're dealing with that come up when we're upset. But yeah, mine's anger, bro. And I've lashed out heaps at home, just verbally, just shouting, and swearing, and hitting walls and slamming doors and trying to rip my dreads out at one point. Just got real dark, bro. As it does, man. And we should definitely be talking about the darkness, bro. Because there's a lot of talk about the light, and we should definitely be focusing on the light. And, the light just being goodness, love, truth. But let's be honest, man. We all do real dark shit quite often. It's the nature of the world, eh? Unfortunately.
Yeah.
I don't think it's really all our fault, man. I think it's like the system that we live in puts a lot of pressure on us. Rent, tax, food. If you want to rent a house, it's like one of y'all got to work full time, if not both of yous. And if it's just a solo parent, it's like sometimes it's literally like, what do we actually do? Like, and it gets so stressful. You can't be focusing on the light, man, because you're just trying to eat, bro.
Yeah, that's true.
Bro, man. So yeah, it's like, yeah, I've been trying to simplify my life, man, so that I can eliminate all of those stresses that have been put on us, man. It's like me and my partner, we see through it, bro. We see that when we argue, it's not that we hate each other. It's just like we're just both stressed out, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's real nice to have friends and family and partners that, you know, can fall back into forgiveness, grace.
Yeah.
You know?
100%.
Yeah. And it's just like a great reminder to like have some discipline, you know? When you like just want to lash out and say that thing that you don't actually mean.
Yeah.
Like, hold your tongue.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And like the majority of arguments in relationship is, as you just mentioned, man, is that built up friction around the external factors. And it's like becomes a basic thing like, why did you put the plate in the dishwasher that way? It should go the other way.
Yeah.
And it's like, you will not actually have an argument about that.
No,
but because you're stressed and you're already up to bloody 10 on the Richter scale, those things come out.
Yes, man.
But yeah, it's beautiful to have relationships where you can be you. They see the bad parts, they see the good parts, but overall they love you, and you love them. So yeah, shout out to all the girlfriends out there, man. They go through a lot.
Yeah, straight up, bro. Yeah, the humble victors, man.
100%.
Holy.
And when you're in those dark spots, bro, what do you do to help get yourself out of them? Like, how do you treat and work with your own mental health to get out of those states of mind?
Yeah, it's a great question. What do you do?
For me, a big thing is exercise. I always feel like if I'm getting stressed out, tense, lashing out, being a crap dad, you know, it's always when I'm not moving my body, or I've been stuck inside working from home, or or I'm not drinking water. Like it's almost very simple.
Yeah.
So when I find that I just reset after going on a run or doing jiu-jitsu or whatever the outlet is, drinking heaps of water, you kind of balances. It feels like it balances me. Yeah.
That's dope, bro.
How about you?
Yeah, man. Like, I've tried it all, bro. Like, going for a run, that definitely helps. I was getting up pretty early and doing like some pull-ups at the playground.
Man.
Just getting like exerting all that testosterone, you know? Just like,
Yep. No, you got to get it out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
hard. And I was finding that, like, when I was getting it out on the monkey bars, like, I'd come home, bro, and it'll be out, you know? And it's like, I don't need to shout at you, bro. I just shouted at some monkey bars, you know? Like, yeah. It's
the parents in the morning are like, "Oh, son, don't go play that playground."
Yeah, bro.
You just need to go.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Yeah. Sometimes I was cutting it fine with like it was an Amity Beach school's monkey bars.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, there'll be kids playing there pretty early.
Yeah, there were. That's why you got to get up early, bro. Yeah, bro, that was helping me out. Bro, but actually, I found something recently, bro. It's a Chinese cultivation practice. It's called Falun Dafa. Have you heard of it?
No.
Wow, man. It's a really simple cultivation method, bro. So, at its foundation, there's 5 exercises. You do those 5 exercises in succession with your eyes closed, and you're just trying to have a tranquil mind, bro. Yeah. So the exercises are pretty simple. Like the first ones are simple, like stretching and releasing, stretching and releasing, and you kind of open your meridians. The second exercise is pretty dope. You like hold your hands out here in front of you for 7 minutes.
Ooh,
yeah. It's pretty nuts, bro.
Crazy.
Like you're like, oh, this is easy, bro. You know? You're like, 3.5 minutes in, you're like, oh.
Do you just hold it like this?
Yeah.
For people listening as well, we've got our hands sort of just out as if we're holding a lady. I don't know.
Or a wheel.
Or a wheel. Yeah, it's probably better.
There's a spinning wheel. No, it's holding a lady. I'm holding a wheel.
I'm slow dancing.
Yeah, you just kind of stand with soft knees and like relax your hips, straight back, rest your face, like real gentle, tongue on the roof of the mouth, and you just pretend there's an energy wheel in your arms and you have your hands out the front, your middle finger at the line of your forehead, bro, and you just try and hold a really peaceful mind, and you hold your arms there for like, I do the 7-minute version, and then you move your arms down here. The wheel goes down to like just in front of your lower abdomen. 7 minutes.
Wow.
And then above your head like this.
That'll be the hard one, I reckon.
Yeah, that is the hard one, bro. Nah, it's the easy one.
They don't know me, son.
Yeah, and then 7 minutes, and then last one's there.
Nice.
Yeah, bro. And out of everything I've tried in my whole life to regulate my emotions, this has been the most powerful one.
Wow.
Yeah.
Where did you learn that from?
Bro, it was buzzy, bro. I was in bed. I had a pretty like cuck of sleep, and it was a Saturday morning, and it was like 6 a.m. and I couldn't get back to sleep. And there was this really strong pull. Something was pulling me out of bed, and I was like, hey, just following my intuition. Yeah, okay. Put my pants on, socks on, hoodie on. And then this voice it wasn't even a voice, it was just a feeling. It was like, get on your bike, bro. And I was like, got on my bike. Had no direction, bro. I was just going for a hoon. I was just like, yeah, can't sleep, off for a hoon. And I got down to Paraparumu Beach. And they were setting up a market, and right across from that, there was this little patch of grass. And then there was this yellow flag. And it says, Falun Dafa is good. And then there was these two people standing by the flag doing this Tai Chi looking thing.
Oh, does it kind of originate from like Tai Chi?
It's related to the Chi.
Okay.
Yeah, so they talk about the Chi in the book, but it's not Tai Chi.
Okay.
And I joined in, and I was copying them, and the lady was like, oh, do you want to learn? And I was like, yep. And then she ran me through it. And as we're doing the exercises, keeping a tranquil mind, I was just like buzzing out, man. I was having these crazy realizations. I was like, because for my whole life I've been real arrogant, like think like, oh, I don't need that Chinese medicine Tai Chi thing, you know? Or like, we a lot of us are real caught in our ways.
Yeah.
We think we know what's best, and we overlook these things, So many people just walk past every morning. Because after that, I went back every Saturday and do that thing with Steph and, what's the bro's name? Harry. And, yep, we're always the only 3 people doing it. Everyone just walks past.
True.
And it changed my life, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. I came home with supernormal abilities. I could be patient, bro. I could hold my tongue, and nothing that my family said or did could move me, bro.
Nice.
I was unmovable.
Is this a recent discovery?
Dude, this was like 2 months ago, eh?
Awesome.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's mean.
That's been a huge awakening, bro. Falun Dafa.
Falun Dafa. Thanks for sharing that, bro. There's such a cool, practical, new technique that I haven't heard any young fella sort of come out and say. That's cool, man. That's really awesome.
Bro, check it out.
Because you're so right. You walk past, and key example is like when you're up in Auckland and you go down Queen Street and you got all of those like elderly Asian Chinese ladies doing Tai Chi.
Yeah.
Like like outside, right on Queen Street. And I always look at them and like they look peaceful, but what the hell are they doing?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, what a waste of time.
Yeah.
You know?
But there's actually some true benefits from what you've found from doing that.
Yeah, bro.
That's cool, man. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is. It's freaking amazing, man.
Awesome.
And that thing, what a waste of time, those guys are wasting all their time. It's like, yeah, that's why you need to do it.
Yeah.
Because you got this whack perspective of time.
Hard out.
And life, you know?
Yeah.
It's like they're out here with a peaceful mind. You're out here walking 1,000,000 miles an hour and your mind's just chit-chatting away all day. You can't control your mind.
Yeah.
And so they're laughing, bro,
Totally, 100%. And it's, I do worry for those people that don't have or haven't found yet like that right medium for them, eh?
Yeah, man.
Whether it's a creative expression or outlet or physical therapy or meditation, it's like, I want to try some meditation. I've never done it, but it looks really...
Yeah, bro.
I've never heard anyone say that meditation is shit, so...
Yeah.
Give it a try.
Yeah, bro. Yep, it's part of Falun Dafa, bro. The last exercise, you just sit with your legs crossed and meditate.
True.
Yeah, bro, but it's real cool because, like, meditation doesn't have to be, like, you don't have to, like, do anything in particular. You just have to have a clear mind, bro.
Yeah.
And try it, bro.
Yeah, it's hard, eh?
It's hard, bro. It's buzzy.
Yeah.
You're like, I have a clear mind, bro. 3 seconds of clarity and then boom.
Thoughts.
Yeah. What am I having for breakfast?
Yeah.
And you're like, fuck, I love breakfast, And you're like, damn, what's for lunch? And you're like, how much money did I get from that thing again?
Yeah.
Oh, how much money is that drum kit I wanted to get?
Yeah.
And then you're like, oh, what's the bro on? You just start thinking, bro. And you're like, it's not until you try and clear your mind that you realize just how busy that thing is.
Totally. How many thoughts come in and out all the time, eh?
Damn.
It is crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
And the book that I'm reading from Master Lee, who made Falun Dafa, he's still alive. He just says, like, it's our natural form to have a peaceful, pure, still mind. It's our natural form.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I might check it out, bro.
Yeah, bro.
We can do some Saturday morning at Paraparumu. Yeah, that'd be good.
Ooh, we'll be on.
That's awesome, man. No, and appreciate you sharing some tools and tricks that you do to better support your mental health. I think it's important to have those conversations, and it's definitely something which I try and bring up with most guests on the podcast to help normalize that conversation around mental health, especially for young men as well. So cheers, bro. Thanks for sharing that. Keen to talk about Driftwood.
Yeah, cool.
Yeah. This has been such a cool conversation. It's like I said last night, it's not gonna just be about music. Let's go deep. Let's have a korero about life and everything in between. But yeah, really keen to just pick your brain a little bit more around the album, bro. And if you're listening or you're watching and you haven't checked it out, we'll put the link in the description. One of my favorite albums I've been jamming at the moment. Loving it. But I heard a interesting story that when you were in the process of like producing your album, you had a producer that you were working with and you guys worked together for about a year or so and you decided to take a step away to sort of like self-produce it. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So I'd love just to hear how that came about, what happened, and why did you eventually do that, make that move to, I guess, change the direction of the album into what it is now.
Yeah, bro. That's it, bro. Complete direction shift. I was working with Toby Lloyd at Tiny Triumphs for about a year, and we'd had 9 tracks, and we were at the late stages, and it was almost ready. And it's really hard to sometimes discern when you're feeling like an intuitive feeling, Sometimes it's hard to be like, man, what's this feeling based on?
Yeah.
Because I was feeling like nah, this isn't it. I was just feeling that. Like, but it was crazy, we'd thrown all this money, all this time, all this energy into the record, 9 songs, almost ready, almost working on the release plan. And I would just keep waking up and I just kept feeling like, nah, this isn't Driftwood. Like, it just isn't Driftwood. And there was probably like some ego involved, probably some like, it's just not how I wanted it to sound involved.
Yeah.
Like, it probably still would have gone hard.
Yeah.
Like, people probably still would have vibed it.
Was it the same track list as well?
It was different, actually. Yeah. It was way different. It was like probably only like 3 or 4 of the songs from that original album on the latest, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was a big part of it as well. It's like there were more songs to be written. Yeah. Bro, yeah, man. So it was real buzzy because I just didn't want to let the bro down, He'd put his heart and soul and he really loved the record.
Yeah, that'd be so hard to have that conversation.
Yeah, it was, man.
How do you have that conversation?
We had it at my house over a cup of tea, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yeah, bro, it's one of those tricky things, where it's no one's fault. But it's an easy situation for people to have hard feelings.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but luckily that wasn't the case of Toby. He was going through a divorce at the time with his baby mama and had heaps of work on, so it was just another blow for the bro who was going through some huge things, man. And so we didn't talk for much after that, and I assumed it was because, like, I don't know, he was a bit upset there. We weren't working on it together.
Yeah.
But recently we had a good catch up, and yeah, when you just talk about things, all is revealed, And he was like, nah, man, I've never had hard feelings. I was a bit gutted because I loved the record.
Yeah.
But I was actually also just going through a divorce.
Yeah.
And yeah, man, so thankfully I was working with a producer who could understand where I was coming from.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm just like a fanatic sometimes. Like, I know what I want. I know what I don't want. And that record wasn't hitting the spot, and I knew that I couldn't live with it. Like, I was like, I've put all my eggs in one basket. Everything I release, it has to be up to my standard. My standard is really high, in my own opinion, And so that's all good. You just have to be prepared to throw more money, more time, more love, more energy into it compared to other people, who are quite happy just releasing things when they're done, It's just like, yeah, mean single, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, whereas me, I want to take more of a legacy approach of just realizing everything I release, I want it to... Yeah, I don't want to be too much of a perfectionist, but there's a fine line, man. It's like, it's got to hit, and I'm the producer, I'm the songwriter, I'm the performer, so it's like, it's got to be up to my standard in all of those,
Yeah.
It's like, the song's got to be a good song, the production's got to be popping, and I just got to be happy with the general thing, with the album art and all that, bro, bit of a curator, which is frustrating sometimes for like the people that I collaborate with.
Well, man, like, shout out to Toby, because that would have been a very hard conversation to have after spending, like 12 months working very closely and obviously being invested into the passion, into the project and the album, but like to have that maturity as like a colleague and a friend to understand where you're coming from.
Yeah, bro.
I don't even know the dude, but massive props to him, That's
Toby,
that's
man.
amazing.
Yeah.
Would you consider yourself like a perfectionist?
Yes, for sure. Yeah.
And like, how, I guess once you started self-producing, because that would have put the album release out so much further than what it probably was going to be.
4 years.
Right, was it 4 years?
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah, I was about to ask, how long was that process from
Yeah.
ending things and doing it yourself? So 4 years.
Yeah, about 4 years, bro.
Wow.
Yeah. Been on the journey, bro.
Damn.
Figuring out how to produce, you know?
Yeah. Man. And when you talk about producing, is that because you got your band and stuff behind you?
Yeah.
Is that like, speak to some people who aren't into music or don't understand what is producing in your perspective?
Producing, man, it's just basically putting all the instruments together.
Yeah.
You don't have to be a recording engineer to be a producer. I think a producer is more just like someone who has bird's eye view on the project.
Yeah.
So yeah, man, from like the tones of the instruments to how they're played to how they're recorded and then how they're mixed. Yeah, bro. So, but you know, in this modern age, a producer these days is just a cuzzy with a laptop.
True.
Yeah. Just putting samples together, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's heaps of producers out there.
Yeah. Yeah, man, that's such an interesting part of the story. And I guess you obviously must be really stoked with how the album has shaped up. What does Driftwood mean to you?
What does it mean to me, man? That's a good question, bro.
Yeah, like what does that album represent to you?
Yeah. Oh, bro. Letting go, bro. That's what comes to my mind. Just like letting go of that piece of driftwood, you know? Let it drift. Yeah, letting go of many things, bro. Letting go of my childhood. Letting go of some friends in some situations. Some people that weren't so friendly as well. Letting go of that. Holding on to that pain.
Yeah.
And hopefully letting go of vanity, greed, and delusionary perfectionism. Yeah, because I think perfectionism can get to a point of actually not being productive at all.
Yeah. Caesar's creation. Almost.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Yeah.
It blocks up the pipes, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, man. That's what it is. It's letting go of all those things, bro.
Man.
And looking forward to the future, you know.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that album's out and that it's just, you know, bobbing along in the water, you know. It's so cool, man.
In people's ears.
In people's ears.
Had this really funny story from one of my homies, Toby, and we're just unfortunately down in Christchurch for a tangi for one of the bros, Connor Garden Bishop. But I was down there with Tobes and we started yarning about your music. We were at the Marae and he mentioned this really funny story, how he was building and working, because he's a builder. And I think him and the boy, like Toby was jamming your album. He was like, yeah. And then he said a few minutes later, like some of his workmates were like, fuck, who's this random guy that just rocked up on site? He's like singing along and stuff. And then Toby walked over and it was you. Yeah. You had just walked into you're just like, yeah, this is me. And you shout out Uncle Tobes. Yeah. So, yeah, bro, what's that, what's that like? Having just walking down the street and hearing people jam your album.
Yeah, bro, it's cool.
Yeah, my FM, it's everywhere.
Yeah, bro, it's buzzy, eh? It's just oh, cool. Yeah, first of all, we can't think too hard about it. Can't let it go to the wrong places in the mind. That's where they want to go straight away, usually, you know. But as soon as you can, look past that silly little obstacle and you're like, oh, hold up, what is happening? Because I was sitting on my porch that day.
Yeah.
Beautiful sunny morning. And I could just hear my album playing like off in the distance. And that's a trip. And I was like, yo, Milo, someone's playing my album down there. I think it's the Builders. And she was like, oh, that's cool, babe. And I was like, yeah, me no. And then I was like, oh, yeah, take the kids for a walk. And then took the kids for a walk, and we're walking. And then, we walked past the building site, and these freaking, these beautiful builders were just playing One Love. Like, the last track on the album.
Yeah.
I was just hearing One Love. And they were on Smoko. And I was just with the kids, and I was just walking past, and I was just too stoked, bro. I couldn't just walk
resist
by.
that,
I couldn't resist, bro. So I was just like this. I just like stood at the end of the driveway, and I was like, one love, one heart. And then they started looking at me, and then they were at the first they were like, what the heck is this guy up to? Who is this random, Who the fuck is that? Had the kids there, the kids were like, what are you doing, Dad? Like, gee, let's go. And then, bro, it was your bro, Toby.
Man.
Yeah, he noticed, and he was like, no shit. He just like walked up to me and was like, you're that fucking guy, eh? And I was like, I think I am, bro. And we just, dropped into a yarn.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it was buzzy, bro.
That's so funny. I hope, shout out Toby. Such a beautiful individual that guy is. And I hope you never lose.
Toby.
Yeah, CHUR Toby. I hope you never lose that like passion, bro. I hope you never lose that.
Yeah, thank you, bro. Thank you. You too, man. Whatever you're passionate about, bro.
Cheers, man. That's awesome. I guess following on from that, is there any like memorable experiences or moments that you've had with people following Driftwood? It might be someone that's sort of like said something to you, or an interaction or experience that you've had. Is there anything that like really stands out that's been different to previous releases?
Well, Buzzy, bro, my cousin just popped into my head. My cousin Cade. And I have no idea why. But Cade's a musician as well. He lives in Dunedin. And don't know why you're popping into my head right now, cuz, but maybe it's because he was there when we were recording the first version of the album.
Nice.
And he's been there every step, actually. And to this day, he just sends me random videos telling me how much of an inspiration I am to him.
Nice.
And we bounce off each other like that, and he releases a lot of music. He's very prolific, and that's inspiring for me. As like, as a perfectionist whose pipes have been blocked up for ages, like, the bro's just releasing like every month or two, here's a new track, and I just like, that's really inspiring.
Yeah.
As an artist who does it completely different.
Yeah. And
so I think he's popping into my mind because we inspire each other. Yeah. In our own ways. And man, that's really important. I think there's a huge part of being on Earth is like inspiring each other.
Yeah.
To try harder, work harder.
Yeah.
Be a little bit better,
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think that's what Driftwood's done for my cuz. Is like put a fire under his belly to bro, to get better at production, just release his masterpiece,
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool. And I guess, from his perspective, it's like, if you can do it, why can't I do it too?
Yes.
So it's those bits and pieces, eh? Sometimes if you don't see other people in your circle achieving or being ambitious, it's easy to also have that same mentality where you're like, I'm not going to try that hard. I'm not going to do X, Y, and Z or
Yeah,
follow that
bro.
passion. But for him to have you in his life, to see that, it's probably pushing him forward. So that's cool.
Hard.
Yeah, what does the, like, you obviously do like an NZ tour at the moment as well.
Yep.
This must be awesome, intense.
Intense.
Yeah, what has it been like stepping into doing like your first tour across New Zealand?
Yeah, man. Holy. Bro, intense. Yeah, like you say, bro. It's intense. Holy cow. That first show, it's like you got all your energy. You're like, you got your whole, I'm ready for this first show. It was in Auckland. And it was huge. And we just gave it everything. It was like, boom. Huge reception. Like, everyone loved it.
Awesome.
Yeah, great night. And then, after you finish up and you say your goodbyes, you get back to the hotel, you settle in, it's 2 o'clock. You get 6 hours of sleep, if you're lucky. And then you got to check out of the hotel and you drive to Raglan. You've got to pick some stuff up on the way. And then you get to Raglan and, second show. And you're a little bit less on because of that late night, the big travels.
Yeah.
Exerting all that energy the night before.
Yeah. Do you drink as well after your shows?
Nah, I don't, bro. I just probably couldn't. I'd just self-destruct if I did, bro. I don't, I used to smoke. Sometimes I do it, like after local gigs, smoke a bit of herb. But even that, man, it's like anything that steals a little bit of energy from tomorrow. I just can't, you need all that energy.
Hard out.
So Raglan was like, it's that second night was still good, but, a little bit hairy, energetically. And then when we went to Gizzy, we drove, 6 hours to Gizzy, and I just did that one solo. And we all had the flu, bro.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, our videographer got the flu bad.
Damn.
Mason got the flu bad, bro. He was in hospital, bro.
Oh, wow.
Couldn't feel his face, couldn't breathe.
Shit.
And me and my manager, it was just us three in the car together. He was coughing the whole way, and we all got the flu, man. And so I did Gizzy with like early onset flu, and my manager was there holding it down. She had the flu as well.
Damn.
We went back to the hotel room. We all just fevered out, bro.
Shit.
And then we just like, checked out of the hotel, drove to Bonnie's mum's house in Napier, another 4 hours. Luckily, we had a night off. So we played Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and then we had a night off Monday. And we just spent it fevering, bro. We just like in the shaking, bro. And then, bro. And then finished it off on Tuesday with a pretty mean headache and a pretty mean fever in Napier, bro. Yeah, that was our last leg of the upper north.
Man.
And then, bro, just a real cruisy drive home. Just super sicky bums, man.
It's the worst day.
Oh, just the headache, bro, and just the fever. And what's going on, baby?
Just being a kid.
Yeah.
Kids being kids.
That's the one.
Yeah, man. It's, so cool that you're being able to use your music to tour NZ. And after the tour, is it like, what's sort of next, bro? Like, what are your goals as Casual Healing, man? Where do you see the horizon for the next 10, 15 years? What does that look like for you?
Wow, man. I'll be blessed. I'll be blessed to be here in 10, 15 years. Man, what's on the horizon for Casual Healing? First of all, I need to figure out who I am and why I do it. Because I've just been humbled too many times. It's time to be humble. And I think once I figure that out, then the rest is going to just flow smooth, bro. Project-wise, I'm starting a really exciting project. It's a collection of 4 EPs.
Mhm.
And it's an elemental collection. So each EP has 5 tracks.
Mhm.
The first EP is called Ahi. The second EP is called Wai. Third EP is called Papa or Whenua. And the fourth EP is going to be called Ho. That's fire, water, earth, air.
Nice.
Yeah. Fire's finished.
Yeah.
So that's the next Casual Healing EP.
Cool.
Yeah, Ahi. And that's got 5 amazing tracks on it. 4 awesome collaborations with Dub Princess, Kenzie from Wellington, Troy Kingy,
Oosh.
and Ma.
Mm.
And I'm going to release Ahi in a few months, bro.
Cool.
Yeah.
Unreal.
Just keep it rolling, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just, while there's all this hype,
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sure people will be like, what? He's releasing an EP? He just released Driftwood.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah.
Spoiling us.
Yeah, well, because I'm pretty prolific, like, songwriter.
Yeah.
So it's like I need to I think that my release plans need to line up with. I don't like to write a song, produce it, and just sit on it for ages. And that's when you start making stupid decisions. You're like,
true.
I'm just going to change the drums.
Yeah.
And it was like, it was good back then, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. So he's coming out, and then, I've got the next few songs written for Y, and then, bro, just write and release those last 3 EPs, and then when they're all done, probably next year or the year after, put them all together onto like a Avatar collection.
I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
boy.
It's like the last Airbender.
Yeah, boy. And then it'll all fit onto like a double disc vinyl because it's like 5 tracks.
Cool, man.
And that's my next big collection, documentation, bro. That's my goal, bro, is just to document my fuzzy little perspective of life.
Yep.
Put it into some nice music, put it onto Wax and onto Spotify for the generations to come, bro. So that people will always have access to one buzzy dude's perspective.
Yeah, totally.
And it might, help them on their journey.
100%. That's I totally resonate with that, bro. It's the same with like doing the podcast, and I see these conversations as like a time capsule. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's a opportunity where this korero that we've had is frozen in time forever.
Yeah.
And we can come back when we're old farts and be like, hey, or like, your my daughter, your son, you've got a daughter as well, 2 sons.
Yeah, daughter and a son.
Yeah. They can also hear what their old man sounded like when he was 25, 24.
Yeah.
So, it's cool like that.
Yeah, it is.
It's really cool like that.
CHUR!
Start barking or something. Well, what about any, do you have any venues, bro, that like you'd like a goal for you to sell out and like headline?
Oh, yeah, man. Like, Power Station sounds cool.
Man.
Yeah, you heard of that one?
Heard of it.
Yeah.
Don't know where it is. Is it Auckland?
Auckland, yeah. I'd love to play Auckland. Bro, man, I try not to hold on to dreams, Like I should. They drive me, but, I've just like, sometimes, bro, I'm in a deep transformational journey. Because some of my dreams have been selfish dreams, but some of them are righteous. But at the same time, it doesn't matter where I play, man. Like, put me anywhere, bro.
Yep.
It's just like, that's where I am. That's where I'll play.
Cool. That's beautiful.
Yeah.
We got some sort of quick fire questions that
Fun.
we'll run through, bro.
Let's go.
This one's actually from my daughter, Kyla,
Oh,
because she loves your music.
gee, Carla.
And she's like, oh, Casual Healing, is he famous? Like, always jam your song in the car. She loves Driftwood.
Yeah.
Bro. So she got 2 questions for you.
Okay, let's go, darling.
What was your favorite song, I guess, that you have made?
Oh, my favorite song. Man, it could be green tigers.
Nice.
Could be green tigers.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
I think you kind of covered this, but what's the name of your next song?
The name of my next song that I'm going to be releasing is called Hypersensitive with Ma.
Nice.
Yeah.
Hypersensitive.
Yes, eh?
Cool. What brings you true happiness?
Oh, my family, my children, my friends who keep it real with me. Yeah, bro. All those things.
Beautiful. Yeah. What is the meaning of life?
Meaning of life, man, is being honest, being in service to others, and trying to be in love with every moment, and not take yourself so seriously, and not do things out of selfish intent, and the best leaders are servants.
Advice you wish you knew about when you were younger?
Oh, Fallen Duffer, bro.
Yeah.
I wish I was doing some Fallen Duffer as a 16-year-old, bro.
Imagine how calm you would be.
Oh, I'd be so calm.
Zen.
I'd be Zen master.
You
bro.
would be Zen.
Zen master. Bro, that's what you can actually do if you do Fallen Duffer enough, bro.
Float.
You can levitate, bro. Yeah, gee. Supernormal abilities, bro.
I believe it.
Yeah, me too.
What does legacy mean to you?
Legacy. Filling the next generation with a sense of pride in who their tipuna was, who their ancestor was. Yeah. A sense of like righteous pride too, because I'm sure Hitler's grandson's probably proud of him. You know,
Maybe, maybe not.
It's a buzzy example, but
Yeah.
Pride.
Yeah.
I'm trying to highlight that pride isn't necessarily always a good thing.
Yeah.
And pride gets in the way of us. But I want to fill my grandkids and kids and homies with the next gen, like with a sense of pride that makes them want to be better versions of themselves. You know?
It's beautiful, bro.
Yeah, so
If you could change one thing in New Zealand, what would this be?
that Hitler quote was buzzy.
I love it. It's good.
Change one thing in New Zealand.
Yeah, what would this be?
I would want people of every nation and every race to change their views around racism and to let go of their attachments of their race and their customs, and just focus on unity amongst all the tribes and all the races. Yeah, because quite often culture actually fills us with a sense of identity, but it fills us with a sense of that toxic pride we were talking about. And we think we're better than other races and other cultures, and we can't put ourselves in their shoes. Yeah, bro. So understanding that a lot of indigenous cultures have trauma from colonizing cultures, but you know, it's time to reclaim who we are and stop blaming other people, and really just be like, yep, this is me. I'm Nikau te Puaiti tui Pōtiki te Huki. I'm from Aotearoa. My mum's Pākehā Māori, Maltese. My papa's Italian, Māori. That all just is what it is, but I'm just am who I am, you know. I'm not going to say I'm a Māori and deny my Pākehā roots. I'm not going to say I'm a Pākehā and deny my Māori roots, you know. Like, the world's a mixing pot now, bro. And
Totally.
I think, yeah, man. I just think it's time we all got along, man. Like, been fighting too long, bro. Yeah.
Hard out. Yeah, take the best parts from, you know, all of the cultures that represent you and let that be you, eh?
Yeah, that's you.
Yeah.
That's you, my G.
Love that, bro. What do you believe is the main thing that's holding back young people in New Zealand?
Oh, vaping, G.
Straight up. I think Corin had the same answer, bro.
Did he?
Yeah, I think Corin said the exact same thing.
Oh my god!
That's so funny.
Oh my god! He knows he's a Rasta man, G. Nah, I don't know. But at the same time, yeah, I don't trust the vape, bro. It's just like a lolly that you inhale. Like, lollies are addicting enough as a kid, bro. You put some nicotine in that shit. Woo! They're gonna be sucking that till the cows come home, bro.
It's weird, eh?
Yeah, bro. And there's no... It's not like you roll up a joint or, roll up a ciggy. It's like, this thing's never off.
It's a little robot dick.
It's just like...
It's like a drink.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
It's a never-ending drink.
Yeah.
Yeah, nah.
Cool. I like how you and Corin said the same
Boycott
thing.
the freaking vape, G.
Awesome, bro. Yeah, where can people stay in touch with you and your mahi?
Oh, better not move that. hey, I'm on the road. Hey.
Where can people stay in touch with you and your mahi, bro?
Yeah, bro, all the social media things.
Man.
Yeah, bro. Pretty
Socials?
much. Yeah.
Link in the description below.
Yep. Telepathy. They can meditate and communicate with me.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
Do some Tai Chi.
Yeah.
We'll finish with a short quote from Uncle Bob. But as a closing gift for your time on the show, just really appreciate everything you stand for, brother. And it's awesome to see your journey, and just thanks for taking your time out of the day to come here and have a yarn. So I really do appreciate it. So we got you some nice Moana Road sunnies, courtesy of Moana Road.
Cheer.
These are all yours. And
Cheer.
we'll finish up with a quote from Uncle Bob. It's really short, but I think it shines a nice perspective into people. Some people feel the rain, others just get wet. CHUR.
Oh!
Praise Jah.
Praise Jah.